Hello and welcome to Language Fluency. Are you struggling with connecting sentences effectively in your writing task 1? If so, you're in the right place. Today, we'll explore essential techniques for creating coherent, well-connected writing that will significantly boost your band score. Mastering sentence connections is crucial for achieving high marks in the coherence and cohesion criterion, which accounts for 25% of your total writing task 1 score. Let's dive in. Now, let's start with our reference table of connecting words. These are your building blocks for creating smooth, professional writing. For addition and continuation, use words like furthermore, moreover, additionally. These help you add supporting information to your main points. For contrast and comparison, essential words include, however, nevertheless, on the other hand, and, in contrast. These are perfect for showing differences in data or trends. For cause and effect relationships, use therefore, consequently, as a result. These connect reasons with their outcomes. And for time sequences, use firstly, secondly, finally, and subsequently. This helps organize your writing chronologically. Remember, variety is key. Don't repeat the same connecting words. Don't try to memorize all these connectors at once. Instead, focus on daily practice to develop fluency with these connecting words. Let's look at how connecting words transform basic writing. Here's an example without proper connections. The graph shows mobile phone usage from 2000 to 2020. Usage was low in 2000. It increased gradually. There was a sharp rise between 2005 and 2010. The trend stabilized after 2015. Mobile phone usage reached its peak in 2018. It decreased slightly afterwards. Now, watch the transformation with proper connecting words. The graph illustrates mobile phone usage trends from 2000 to 2020. Initially, usage remained relatively low throughout 2000. However, it began to increase gradually over the following years. A particularly sharp rise occurred between 2005 and 2010. After reaching a peak in 2018, usage declined slightly. Overall, the trend stabilized after 2015, indicating market saturation. Let's try another. The chart compares the consumption of 3 types of energy in Britain between 1980 and 2020. Initially, coal was the dominant energy source in 1980, accounting for 60% of total consumption. Moreover, oil and gas contributed 30% and 10% respectively. During the following 2 decades, there was a significant shift in energy patterns. Coal consumption declined steadily, while oil usage remained relatively stable. Meanwhile, gas consumption increased dramatically, becoming the primary energy source by 2000. By 2020, renewable energy sources began to emerge, although the 3 traditional sources showed declining trends. Now it's your turn. Practice exercise with sentence connectors. Pause the video if you need time to think. Now I will read along with the answers. The bar chart compares household expenditure on different categories in 3 countries in 2019. When looking at the data, housing represents the largest expense for citizens in all 3 nations. However, food costs vary significantly between countries. For example, Americans spend approximately 20% of their income on food, while the British spend only 12%. In contrast, transportation costs are highest in the USA and lowest in Germany. Overall, all 3 countries show similar patterns in healthcare spending, which accounts for roughly 8% of household budgets. Now, let's review essential vocabulary for writing task 1. For describing trends, use rise, climb, surge, peak for increases, and fall, decline, drop for decreases. For stable data, use remain steady, level off, or stabilize. For fluctuate, use vary or oscillate as alternatives. Before we finish, here's an important piece of advice: consistency is the key to success. When you practice regularly, even for just 10 minutes each day, these structures will gradually become natural and automatic in your writing. Remember, language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. If you maintain consistent practice, you'll find that connecting sentences becomes increasingly easier and more intuitive over time. Your goal isn't to remember every single connector perfectly, but to develop the ability to use them naturally and appropriately when you need them. Regular, sustained practice is what will ultimately lead to improvement in your writing task 1 performance. Thanks for watching Language Fluency, and good luck with your journey.